introduce the final project. I was just telling you there's a new database bakery, right? And there's a link right there to get it from the GitHub. And you just copy it into GitHub. If you want, I can lead you through that part again, because we did it briefly. And I don't know, did we have a video of that? I'm not sure if I videoed that, but we can do run the bakery. In this, and this can be a group or it can be either group or individual. I set it up as a group. So if we go to people and we go to final project, go already. Yours is a little different. I should set it up as a student thing. But there's, I made 5 groups. Now the way to do it individually is you just don't join a group. And then your name will just be there when you turn it in. But if you want to join a group, you can pick one of the groups and drag in. So if you want to work on it with some other people, you can do that. It actually is probably easier if you have a couple of people to work with, because you can talk through a couple of things. But if you want to do it alone, you can. So let's go back to the final thing there. All right. So the things that I want in the final, most of them just resemble what we've already done. All right, so modify the home index page to be like a welcome to the bakery. You can do whatever you want with that. You could make it just say welcome, or you could be fancy and add a picture, you know, whatever you want to play with on that. So that's just modifying that home view and layout view, right? There should be a page that shows the bakery products, and that's really, we've done that a couple of times where we just got a list of the products and made, you know, loop through them and display them. A page that registers new customers, and again, that's pretty much like what we did before. I even made another stored procedure that kind of follows that. So customers and or employees should log in. If you want, you can distinguish between the two. It's a little more complicated. So there's a couple ways you could do that. You could have 2 different logins. Or when you log in, you could do a query to see if their login is in the employee. So if you don't do that, if they just all log in general, that's fine too. This is the hard one. These 2 are the ones that are not like anything that we've done, and they are a bit difficult. And I'm going to be, as it says there, I'll be fairly forgiving. But that is, you want to do the sale and sale details. So if they come in and they want to order a dozen donuts and 2 coffees and etc., the idea is to be able to handle that sale and then redirect them to basically a receipt. That's the part that I think is the most challenging. It's a little challenging for me. I have a solution which I will share with you like just before the assignment is due. I want to see what you guys can do. I don't want you just to copy my solution, but I will, before the quarter is over, at the very end of the quarter, I will post my solution so you can see what I did. My solution is complicated. You may come up with a better one. Mine involves writing 2 additional classes and doing some things. This is to modify the main page just to put things up on the menu, right? Just add to the menu. Maybe do a little tiny bit with the about and contact pages, you know, just so that they reflect the bakery and then post it on GitHub. Now, if you work with a group, one of the challenging things, there's a couple of ways you could do it. The best way to do it is to do it on GitHub with the version control and multiple people working on it. There's a learning curve there, but it's a good thing to learn. Cheating way to do it is just to do it independently, decide which one of you has the best one, and upload it that way. It's better to, you know, to do the other. We have a lot of time for this compared to what last quarter. Last quarter they had a week. You guys have like almost 3 weeks. So give it a shot to make it really good if you can. You know, play with it. You have time to play with it. As I said, I wish there were a few more people here for this, but do you guys have any questions? Do you need to see anything in like how to get started on it? Got it?
Yes.
You do? I could show you. Mostly you just need to, I'll do this part. I'll add the database. Um, so it asks, is kale good for you? I don't know what the answer to that is. So we'll add this and then we'll do the. So slow. Why is that so slow? Is that not coming up at all? There it goes. So I'll zoom in here. So assuming you have any database in here at all, doesn't matter what database you have. I'm going to just right click on one of them and say new query. Right. I don't even have a project running right now. Yeah, that one's fine. Just right click and new query. Should come up with a query here pretty soon. Or is it not? Do I have a spinning thing? This machine has been really slow this quarter. All quarter. While it's spinning, well, it's still not going to. It's not going to let me do anything else while it's spinning. There it goes. Quit spin. I thought it quit spinning. Are you guys are up already, right?
No.
Are you still spinning too? It shouldn't take that long. There you go. So you're there. The trick is you just want to go to www. Actually, you don't need the www. It's just github.com/sp100.
Click on that big link.
Yes, you can. Yes. If you have the, you could also just, yeah, whichever. Okay, so it's there. I'm still spinning though. When I quit spinning, I will go there. All right. So I'm going to maximize so it's a little less confusing. And I'm going to go down here to GitHub. Now, again, there's a link in the assignment. You can go directly there through the assignment. I don't care about Microsoft Edge tips. All right. Oh, that's not my one. All right. So, boy, this is floating. github.com, spconger. Let me minus for a moment. All right, so under database schema, there is Bakery SQL. And basically you want to go to raw. It might work without raw, but I know it works with raw for sure. Copy it all. Paste into the Visual Studio window. And you don't even have to scroll up. I'm just doing that to make sure. And then you just click the run. And where it says rows affected, that means your database is written. It's going over the 5-minute thing. So if you want to see this in your Visual Studio, you can make a link to it. I have noticed that this version of Visual Studio actually does, when you run the ADO connection, it actually puts a link over there anyway. So, do you guys need anything more to start? So you need that database. That's the database you're going to be working with. You want to do a new MVC project and run the ADO. Does anyone need to see that, or are we done? Are we ready? Yeah, you want to do a new project. I'll get you going. Everybody okay with that part? All right, so I think I am going to kill the video at this point because I've pretty much told you what I need to tell you. So what I will do, as I said, at the towards the end, like during finals week maybe, I will post my version of this, partially because I don't think I'm ever going to teach that project again. So I'll put it up there, and it will be available if you really need to look at it. But as I said, I really want to see what your solutions are first. And if your solutions aren't quite as complicated as mine, that's fine.